If you've been watching my channel for a while now, you know that one genre of games I never seem to get into are JRPGs. But maybe in a stroke of luck, outside of Octopath Traveler 2, the other JRPG title that I regard extremely highly is one that has one of the best twists out there with some of the most engaging storytelling in the medium. Nier Automata. It's a game you quite literally have to play more than once to get the full effect, that contains not only a fascinating backstory and lore, but a tale that will pull at your heartstrings and really make you think. In a way, it's a masterpiece in its own lane, with masterful boss fights that all look like spectacles, engaging storytelling, and memorable characters. For me though, the biggest downside is still that it takes place in a JRPG adjacent world, meaning the storytelling and themes remind me of a lot of Eastern style narratives that for some reason I have so much trouble getting immersed into. And it's funny too because I love Buddhism and Eastern philosophy, but anime and games never seem to tap into my more Western-minded brain either. It's the same reason I've given up on Persona 5 so many times, only managing to play a few hours because I just don't get it. Or even with Final Fantasy or Kingdom Hearts, I almost become angry playing because of how much I don't like everything, and it's hard for me to ever fully understand why I don't vibe with this style of game at all. But despite all of that, Nier Automata still at its very heart tells a story in a world that does really capture your imagination, and does things in a game that I have never seen before, especially relating to some of the more hard to get endings that will make you ponder on life itself, not just the game's narrative. It does what I love most in RPGs, which is telling a philosophical story that makes you question everything, and does it in the best way possible. And in a way, nothing is more powerful than that, meaning having an effect on you in the outside world. And despite my apprehension for JRPGs, I still regard Nier Automata as an amazing game with an immaculate story that will last with you for long after you finish playing. And once again, maybe one day I will finally grow to love JRPGs for all their positive points, and come back to Nier Automata and move it even higher on my list. But for now, it stands as an amazing game that might even be a must-play for most of you who are watching this, and a favorite of all time. But for me, the setting and design just take it down a little bit.